Donna Crivello of Donna's, and we're here at Cross Keys out here on the patio, and I'm going to show you how to make the perfect omelet. You can do a 1-egg omelet, you can do a 2-egg omelet. If you do much more than that, it's going to be pretty hard to get that omelet cooked quickly. Now I'm going to put in a little touch of water, and I'm going to beat up the eggs just like that, okay? You want to incorporate the whites and the yolks. All right, now we're going to heat up the pan. Now this is an important part as well, because you want to get the pan pretty hot so that your egg sizzles as soon as it goes in, and then we'll cool it down a little bit after we get it hot. Now we have our burner here, and we're outside on the patio, so we have a few of our herbs and greens from our little garden here. I just picked some tiny tomatoes, and I snipped some chives. The other ingredient here is a little feta cheese, a little grated Romano. You can put in anything you like. Now what I like to do when I'm using the all-clad pan, just touch it with a little bit of olive oil, and I have my olive oil in a bottle with a little spout so that I can just drizzle a little bit of oil into the pan. Now I don't want to really fry this, so I then take a little paper towel before the pan gets too hot and coat the pan with the oil. Now, the classic French omelet always has a little bit of butter in it, and I not only love the taste of the butter, but find that it cooks the omelet so much nicer. Then there you go, and you see those little bubbles? That's the clue that it's just about ready for the egg to be poured in. So here we have our egg. We have other little... Now we're going to let that egg set. So I've got it on a pretty high heat, and you can see that the edges start to turn white. Now, and as those edges start to turn white, I'm going to grab my spatula, and I'm going to be sort of slipping the beaten egg under the sides of the omelet as it's starting to set. You can see that? And at this point, I'm going to put in some of our chopped, or we'll tear the sorrel and a little bit of arugula, and I can smell that basil, and that smells great. And then we're going to put in a little, we're working quickly, a little bit of our feta cheese and some grated Romano, and then you can snip with scissors or just tear some chives into that, and a few of our tomatoes. Now, I'm going to lift the pan because I can smell that my egg is starting to cook at the bottom, and then carefully lift underneath with your spatula halfway over, and then press down. And we have a little bit of browning, and that's just as much as we want. And we're pressing down a little bit with the spatula, gently pressing. Okay, so we're gently pressing, and now you're ready to serve that omelet. What we can do is finish it with a little bit more cheese on the top, and you can see we turn down the heat, and we don't want to leave it for too much longer because we don't want to burn the omelet. And now I'm just going to set my plate down, and your omelet should slide right out of the pan. Lovely. And a little garnish. You could take some of your chives from your garden and just garnish it just like that, and maybe a few tomatoes on the side and a little bit more grated cheese. And that's your omelet.